I am Diego Madueno. I'm the head miller of Hayden Flour Mills. Smells delicious. There's a ton of different type of grains, but we focus on really old grains like Sonora, farro grains. 100% think is better. This is a durum grain and used to make pasta. Good pasta. This grain is called rouge bourdeaux, really good to make bread. You can tell even the color, the size, the smell, the flavor. Charles Hayden, he started the original mill in Tempe. He noticed that Arizona has a good climate to grow wheat. He started with white Sonora. White Sonora wheat doesn't need a ton of water. Missionaries from Spain brought that wheat here to have communion. So we use a stone mill. That's like the ancient way to mill. These stones is crushing and milling the wheat. Then the flour, it goes through that line, and then eventually goes through here. That's the idea. I'm so thankful about our new technology that now we don't need to do this by hand. And the flour eventually comes this tube. Most big mills, they use steel rollers. On the stones mill, you can preserve, the vitamins and the nutrition and all of that. Right, if we have a good quality food, I know that we're gonna have a better quality type of life. This is whole wheat flour. The way that I run the mill every time is just different. Yeah. Tastes great. Yeah, tastes good. Creamy, nice. It's definitely more like a creative process. We don't make the same product every time. The Sassoon's family, they grow wheat for us. Every crop, the wheat is different. Like this year, we got way more rain than last year. That eventually is gonna impact in the grain. I believe that preserving this good quality of grain, society are demanding a better quality of food. Think about this, like bread has been the most basic food for centuries. We have a deep connection like human beings with bread.
You hear that sound, you know someone's making fry bread. My name is Hope Peshlakai. I am Navajo. In fact, I am owner and chef of Hope's Fry Bread in Mesa, Arizona. Everything that we serve out of here comes with or on a fry bread, with our own added twist and love and affection. Handmade, just like Grandma did. Traditionally, you don't use measuring cups. It's all about feel. In fact, my dough might be different from my sister's dough. You put a hole in it to let the evil spirits out. When you're cooking fry bread, the heat and the moisture will create kind of a dome, and the inside of that won't cook. So you put the hole in it to let the heat escape, and that way it can be cooked on both sides evenly. If you're familiar with the tribes and how they do it differently, definitely you can tell the difference. I've had customers come in here and then they kind of inspect our fry bread. Okay, yeah, it is Navajo fry bread, so yeah, for sure there is a difference. Nice and golden brown, and crispy on the outside, fluffy on the inside. It's definitely a cultural food. It does have a dark history. It all stemmed from the long walk. While in captivity there, we're given things that the Navajo people have really never had in their kitchens. They were eating flour straight from the bag, starving, don't know how to prepare any of this stuff. Some sort of inspiration happened and fry bread was born. Fry bread is so versatile. You could put savory and sweet things with the fry bread. It's just fun to try to see what else can go on a fry bread. Fry bread is just, it's so good. The burger, definitely growing up, that was one of the choices that we would have on a fry bread. Navajo burger, that's like so known. That's an American thing, right? Burgers. So that's food fusion already. My personal favorite has to be hands down the Navajo taco. It's so good, it's savory. It is my grandma's beans, and so I think that's probably why, but it's pretty traditional. She taught me everything there is to know in the kitchen. She was just amazing. She could make the best food out of this tiny little kitchen that she had. She performed miracles every day in that kitchen. The aroma coming from these beans, you can just smell how tasty it is. She loved people, and that was her love language, was to feed people. And so I feel like that's what I want to do with my food, is I want to just share my culture, share my love of food, and share my love for people. I hope that you come through our doors and you feel the warmth and the love and the harmony and the joy. It's like grandma's house, or it's like my mom's cooking, or it's like, and I love that. I guess we've created a community. I have no words, like I'm just grateful.
One of the most beautiful memories I have in general in my life is waking up to the smell of fresh tortillas. These things right here, 100% organic, beautiful, beautiful tortillas. My name is Armando Hernandez.
My name is Nadia, and we are the owner of Cocina. She was in Tempe.
Caviar of the land, pinto beans. Mexico, beans are life.
We came from Chihuahua, Mexico. I started culinary school. I went to Le Cordon Bleu.
One of the most talented chefs in not only Arizona, but across the board, at least in my opinion. In Mexico, our families have restaurants. You could say it's in our blood. So what we like to do is these open-faced quesadillas, Mexican pizzas, whatever you want to call it. This is our beef birria. And here we have a little bit of mesquite, pecan, and a little bit of olive. All of them add their own little element to it. Mesquite burns really hot, but also has a really nice smoke note to it. Pecan is just a beautiful smell, and olive burns hot. I think if you're Mexican, it's a no-brainer. You like corn. So making the grill on its own, I know specifically what I need from it for our style of cooking.
It's a beautiful thing to have, you know, like he put a piece of his heart into this restaurant.
Everything that we touch and we hand make, from tortillas to the oven to our furniture. There's a lot of similar things from Chihuahua and Arizona. I think that's why we feel at home. We want to showcase something that's regionally ours.
This cocktail is going to be on our cocktail menu. It's called the Trip to Chile. It's kind of one of the things we're passionate about, is spotlighting regionality, not only in flavors and ingredients, but also like spirits. We're just going to muddle a touch of cilantro just to introduce some of those flavors there. The Mexican spirits in and of themselves are designated based on appellation, not unlike wine. Zested lime. And this is the Trip to Chile. Nice spicy pineapple pisco sour.
We love doing what we do so much. That was kind of the whole goal, is being able to share the love of our food and our culture. Nadia says it all the time. Special ingredient here is love. We feel that way. We feel like when you're coming to any of our restaurants, you're coming to our house. If you go to Hope Fry Bread, you can tell you're gonna have a good meal when the people who represent the restaurant are actually there. We get white sonoran from Hayden flour mills. We tie it together. Now it's an Arizona tortilla as opposed to like a Chihuahuan tortilla. Every day with food is a celebration. What we're trying to create is Arizona cuisine as a whole. You know, that is influenced by Mexican roots, but very much tied into where we live, and we're very proud of being here in Arizona. We needed Arizona as much as I feel like Arizona needed us.